Emiko waving goodbye and Serizawa's just glaring. What is this dude's problem? After rewatching Godzilla 1954 recently, I wanted to talk about this scene. There's so many great scenes in 54, like, you know, it's obvious. Like, there's so many great moments in this movie. And I could go on and on about how, like, ahead of its time, like, I don't know how they got Godzilla to look certain ways in scenes back all the way in the 50s. Like, obviously some scenes have aged poorly, but for the 50s, this movie is just incredible, especially for its time. And there are scenes of the humans that I just never really cared about. I can't latch on to certain just dialogue sequences. I don't know. There's certain moments between the sort of subtle romance between Ogata and Emiko that I believe more something like the characters from -1. You know, I don't know what it is, but the couple scenes that really sold me on the human characters in 1954 is one of the famous ones being Emiko finding out about the oxygen destroyer, and it's kind of like a secret. They don't show, like, what she sees in horror. Later on in the film, when it's revealed, like, you get this sort of, like, horrific scene, and it's the music, it's the scream, it's the musical cue in that scene. And then later on, Emiko kind of spoils the secret later on in the film about the creation of the oxygen destroyer. Serizawa wants to keep it a secret, and she kind of lets it slip because this is after the destruction of Godzilla. He's destroyed the whole city, flames and rubble afterwards, and he hurt thousands and probably killed thousands. So many wounded, and Ogata comes to Serizawa and doesn't necessarily say why he wants to use it. It's a really beautifully written scene and really, really well shot. Black and white, man. Black and white movies where you could see the authentic sweat on the faces of the people. Like, I love it. Moving on. This scene is just so well written. And it's like this time that I really, like, realized how great this scene really is. He doesn't really mention Godzilla a little bit into the dialogue. He's asking Serizawa, can we use the oxygen destroyer? But he doesn't say why. He doesn't come out and just immediately say, Godzilla has destroyed the whole city and we need it. Like, it's not cliche. Serizawa already knows. You can tell by the look on his face. That's why this is so beautifully acted. You can tell by the look on his face he knows why he wants to use it. Then finally, when Ogata says, why not for Godzilla? Serizawa immediately tells them to leave, and he tries to run to his science room, and they chase him down, and there's a whole scuffle. Emiko apologizing in desperation, please forgive me. And it's just so many really well shot scenes. If you haven't seen Godzilla 54, it's very, it is the Godzilla before the Godzillas, you know, like, it's before it gets silly. This is the original, very seriously dramatic movie, and it's not even that long. Serizawa in real time, as he's talking to the other two, really conflicted with his decision. He wants to keep the oxygen destroyer a complete secret and not use it for Godzilla, because he knows that it's going to be given into the wrong hands. He's very wise here, but at the same time, he's like, can I watch my world just slowly be destroyed by this creature that just came out of nowhere? So much so that he cries out, I wish I would have never invented it. Even in the times that they're in now with Godzilla. He doesn't want it to get in the wrong hands, so he decides to burn his notes, knowing that all of the knowledge of how to make this thing is still in his mind. It's a beautiful scene. Did you guys remember this scene from Godzilla 1954? What is one of your favorite scenes from the film? What did you guys think? When's the last time you watched Godzilla 1954? If you have any comments, concerns, let me know down in the comments. I love you guys. God bless. And remember, as always, keep your neighborhood friendly, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.